Already 2 people are dead, 1 critically hurt in shootings at 2 different scenes. The manhunt for the suspected shooter ended in South Carolina.
Yeah, all of this started inside a Walmart on Salem Road in Covington. It then continued at a home about 2 miles away. Mark, this all happened as workers were just stocking the shelves, doing their jobs.
And they were all workers who were involved in all of this. I'm going to step out. We are at the second location, that home, where a female, a Walmart employee who's been identified by family friends as being a 22-year-old, and those family friends telling us the girlfriend of the alleged shooter was shot and killed. But it actually started at the Walmart on Salem Road, about 2 miles from our particular location, about 1:30 in the morning. That's where, according to sheriff investigators, a male employee who was working during the overnight hours, the store was closed at the time, went out of the store, got a gun from his car, went back into the store and shot and killed a male co-worker. He then, allegedly as he was leaving, shot another male co-worker, critically injuring him before he came to the location where we are right now and shot and killed this 22-year-old female co-worker as well. Now, all of these folks, again, were acquaintances, according to the sheriff's investigators. They knew each other, but after the shooting took place, the gunman then apparently fled out of state, according to investigators, and he was captured in South Carolina, in Aiken, South Carolina. And as you can imagine, the folks from the Newton County Sheriff's Office are extremely appreciative of the effort that it was to bring this man to justice.
We appreciate the help from Georgia State Patrol, South Carolina State Patrol, the Covington Police Department, and we had South Carolina State Patrol and the Sheriff's Office from South Carolina.
Yeah, the Walmart, though, remains closed at this point. Told it might open up later on in the day, but that is the latest from the scene here in Newton County. Back to you guys in the studio.
Is live in Newton County with video of one of the shootings that some may find disturbing.
Right, deputies still don't know the motive in this case. What they do know is that the suspect shot 2 of his co-workers here inside this Walmart, then drove to another co-worker's home about a mile away from here and shot and killed her. As you said, the video you are about to see that the victim's mother gave to me is disturbing.
He released like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots.
The in-home surveillance video shows the murder as it played out. The video, which we decided to play on mute because the sounds are way too graphic, shows a man run up the stairs of this home on Emerson Trail early Friday morning. He first shoots through the door and then kicks his way in. Once inside, he opened fire. The video shows him run back down the stairs and out the door. Bullets hit 19-year-old Akila Clark. She died at the scene.
She fell on impact. And at that very end, I knew that my daughter was gone.
Newton County Sheriff's deputies tell me the shooting rampage began at this Walmart on Salem Road. They say an employee identified as 24-year-old Dwayne Uda got into some sort of argument with 2 other employees. Deputies say Uda then walked out to his car, got a gun, and returned to the store.
Located a Mr. Khalif Barksdale and shot that gentleman. He located Ryan Bradley and shot that gentleman.
Khalif Barksdale died. Ryan Bradley critically wounded. Deputies say they eventually found Uda right across the state line in South Carolina. Once surrounded by law enforcement, they say Uda shot himself.
Mr. Uda is currently in a hospital in Augusta in critical condition.
As for a motive, investigators still don't have those details. But Samantha Clark says though her daughter was not in a relationship with Uda, she did complain of issues at the Walmart.
If he survives this, it's a self-inflicted wound. What do you want him to know?
I don't have anything to say to him.
Now, Samantha Clark did show up here at the press briefing and actually questioned deputies about how long it took for authorities to respond to her home after that deadly shooting. That is a part of the story that I'm working on.
I called and my daughter called. Okay. She was on the phone for 29 minutes. I sat with my lifeless daughter's body on that floor for over 30 minutes, almost about 40 minutes. I sat there.
Tonight, a devastated mother in Newton County wants answers from police after her daughter was shot and killed right in front of her.
19-year-old Akila Clark is one of 3 people shot by a Walmart co-worker on Friday morning. Clark and another co-worker died. The third co-worker is in critical condition tonight.
Terrified employees trapped inside that Newton County Walmart, whispering for help as gunshots were ringing out. And tonight, the heartbreaking moments inside the store and a home a mile away heard on 911 calls.
Deputies say a Walmart employee, 24-year-old Dwayne Ida, shot 2 co-workers, 21-year-old Khalif Barksdale and 29-year-old Ryan Bradley. Barksdale was killed. Investigators then say Ida drove to the home of a third co-worker, 19-year-old Akila Clark, where he shot and killed her.
Live for us in Newton County tonight in front of the Walmart Supercenter on Salem Road. And we know you listened to those 911 calls and heard how this all played out.
Yeah, and guys, you can hear just how terrifying this was for those employees that were inside working overnight. You can also hear the reflection in one of the manager's voices who actually let Uda back inside of this store, not knowing that he was armed. You can also hear the screams and the cries of Akila's mom and sister who called for help, and that help could not come soon enough. I will tell you that those screams and cries might be hard for you to listen to.
Walmart on Salem Road, you got an active shooter in the store.
Panic and chaos.
How many shots did you hear?
About 8.
Walmart employees working overnight, trapped in the building, not knowing if they were in danger.
I'm in the bakery area.
Are you shot?
No, ma'am. I'm hiding.
But those close to the gunfire.
I need an officer out here right now. There's a victim shot. He's on the floor right now. He's bleeding out.
One of the Walmart managers told dispatch he knew who the shooter was.
His name is E.D.U.H.
E.D.U.H.?
Yes.
Okay. Is he an employee there?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you know if he still has the weapon on him?
I believe so. I believe so. It's possible, yes. I let him back in because he said he had his bag. He said he had his bag in there.
Sergeant Jack Redlinger says 24-year-old Dwayne Uda opened fire on 2 of his co-workers inside Walmart before driving up the road to target another.
Mr. Uda left the store, retrieved a handgun, re-entered the store.
A mile and a half away.
He shot my daughter. He shot your daughter.
19-year-old Akila Clark lay dead on the floor of her mother's room after deputies say Uda broke into the home and shot her.
And he came in her room and he went for her, like he walked right past my sister. He didn't even look in her direction. He didn't say nothing to her. He didn't point the gun at her. He didn't try to hurt her. He came for the target and he got his target, unfortunately. We're not really sure of the details of like what's really happening, but from what we kind of know, there was like a problem going on at the job, at the workplace, and it just escalated. They did nothing to apprehend him or, confine the situation.
Hours after, Clark's family still can't process how her life was taken. Her mother questions why it took deputies so long to get to their home.
I called and my daughter called.
Okay.
She was on the phone for 29 minutes.
We will check into that.
Now, tonight, investigators are still trying to figure out what the motive of this shooting was. Uda is in the hospital in critical condition in Augusta. Ryan Bradley, who was shot here inside of this store, is also in critical condition at a local hospital here in Covington.
They're absolutely devastated. They want to know why it took police more than half an hour, they say, to get from here, this Walmart location, to their home just about 1 mile up the road from here, and how the shooter could evade police enough to cross state lines and stay out of custody for hours.
I'm in shock right now. My mind is all over the place because I literally witnessed my child being murdered in front of me, in front of my eyes.
It was just after 1 a.m. Friday when Samantha Clark's daughter Akila rushed into her room.
She said, "Call the police."
Akila said her coworker Dwayne was coming to their house, and moments later,
he kicked the door in, and then she said, "Stop." She did this, and she said, "Mommy." And she said, "Stop." And I proceed to run, and he just started firing about 7 to 8 shots. She fell on the ground.
The Newton County Sheriff's Office says Akilah Clark was killed after Dwayne Uda shot 2 other co-workers at the Walmart they all worked at in Covington.
Mr. Uda left the store, retrieved a handgun, re-entered the store, located a Mr. Khalif Barksdale, age 21 of Covington, and shot that gentleman. He then went up a couple more aisles. He located Ryan Bradley, age 29 of Covington, and shot that gentleman.
Ryan Bradley is in critical condition in the hospital. And after the shooter left the Clark's home, police say he fled to South Carolina.
South Carolina State Patrol located the gentleman. He then shot himself.
At this point, the motive for these shootings is still unclear. Uda will be booked into jail here in Newton County as soon as he's released from the hospital. As for the Clarks, they're just trying to answer how and why their daughter is gone.
No parent deserved this. Like, this is your home supposed to be a safe place. It's not like she was at work or she was outside on the streets. This is her home.
And Clark's family says they plan to honor her life in the coming days with a balloon release. Her mom says Akilah always believed you could talk to those up in heaven by writing them a note and attaching it to a balloon, so that's what they want to do for her. Now, as for that shooter, the police say if he does survive, he will face a very long list of charges.
Questions linger about why 3 Walmart employees were shot early Friday morning in Covington. That Walmart Supercenter on Salem Road closed after the shooting, but will reopen Monday, police say, thanks to employees from nearby Walmarts who are getting the shelves ready for customers. 2 people died in the shooting, but the 3rd victim survived and still has quite a fight ahead of him. Spoke to his family about his reaction to the shooting. She's at Grady Memorial Hospital with an update.
Yeah, Ryan Bradley is in the ICU, expected to recover. His family's certainly grateful that he's pulling through.
He could have been gone too. Yeah. And that's the crazy part.
29-year-old Ryan Bradley is the only surviving victim of a shooting spree that started at the Walmart in Covington. Newton County deputies identified Dwayne Uda as the gunman who opened fire inside the store, killing 21-year-old Khalif Barksdale and injuring Bradley.
He didn't fall down. He told me he didn't even feel the bullet. Nah, he ran for his life.
Uda then drove to 19-year-old Akilah Clark's house and killed her, according to investigators. Bradley's family says his co-workers were his primary concern.
Once I showed him the situation about what happened to the girl, what happened to the other 2 people that was involved, he was more so worried about, their welfare and their family.
And now Bradley's family and others are wondering, why did this happen?
He said they didn't even really talk to each other at all. They were just co-workers.
Family says Bradley is expected to recover despite being shot 3 times.
I'm very grateful that that he has pulled through this. I do send my condolences to the other family.
His brother says he has physical rehab ahead, but he's more concerned that the mental anguish will take longer to deal with.
He's shocked just as much as we are shocked.
We're told he's the father of a young son. We're sharing information about his online fundraiser on AtlantaNewsFirst.com.
Here we have another horrible incident where another young woman lost her life. Now, what made go into a fit of rage like this? Now, they said the shooter was allegedly the young lady's boyfriend. Do you think that he might have thought or he might have heard that one of the victims and the young lady may have had a secret relationship going on? But whatever it wasn't worth that man shooting those 2 young fellas and going to kick this girl's door in and unalive her as well. Again, we want to send a special condolences to the 2 victims who was unalived, and we wish the other victim a full recovery. And may the suspect rot in jail for the rest of his days for this heinous act. And that'll do it tonight. For Prime Crime Network, I'm your host, Gracious Marlowe. Until next time. Thank you for watching Prime Crime Network, your source for urban and suburban and around the world news. Hit the subscribe, like, and the notification bell